4.6 billion years ago, a massive collision occurred between Earth and a Mars-sized body. This catastrophic event ejected a huge amount of material from both bodies into space. Over time, this material formed a glowing disk orbiting the Earth. From the disk, the larger of the two moons was born. Shortly after this initial collision, a second, smaller impact occurred. This second collision, again, created a disk of material which, due to gravitational forces, formed another celestial body, a smaller moon. The larger of the two moons has a diameter of 3,475 kilometers and weighs approximately 7.348 times 10 to the power of 22 kilograms. The smaller one measures 2,100 kilometers across and weighs around 2.7 times 10 to the power of 22 kilograms. The larger of the two moons is located at a distance of 384,400 kilometers, while the smaller one orbits at just 242,800 kilometers. The moons settled into a 1-to-2 orbital resonance. While the larger moon completes one orbit around Earth in 27.3 days, the smaller one circles the planet in just 13.7 days. If the larger moon is positioned directly overhead a man weighing 100 kilograms, it reduces his weight by approximately 10 grams. If the smaller of the two moons is directly above him, his body becomes about 290 grams lighter, a force 29 times stronger than that of the larger moon. Although the smaller moon has only 37% of the larger moon's mass, its closer distance plays a crucial role. Earth's orbit around the Sun is nearly circular. However, the presence of two moons has a major impact on the orbit's eccentricity. That is, the degree to which it deviates from a perfect circle. This higher eccentricity results in greater variations in Earth's distance from the Sun throughout the year, leading to more extreme seasonal changes. Due to the presence of two moons, the night glow on Earth is significantly stronger. This phenomenon influences the evolution of animals that have adapted to brighter nights. The nocturnal life of many species becomes more active, affecting their behavior, hunting patterns, and migration. Earth's elliptical orbit around the Sun causes the planet to move faster when it's near the Sun, and slower when it's in the more distant part of the ellipse. As a result, summers in the northern hemisphere are shorter but more intense, while winters last longer. In the southern hemisphere, this cycle is reversed. Summers are longer and milder, while winters are shorter. The greatest impact of the smaller moon is seen in tidal phenomena. Ocean waves and currents in coastal regions become extreme, significantly influencing human settlement and maritime activity. Due to extreme tides and turbulent seas, it was impossible for early civilizations to settle along the coasts. Instead, civilization developed inland, primarily along rivers. These rivers became the main source of both sustenance and transportation. However, in some years, extreme climate conditions led to severe crop failures and famine. Yet in other years, the same forces brought record surpluses. This cycle led to the development of sophisticated food storage systems and supply regulation. The shifting conditions increased migration. People were constantly forced to seek out more fertile regions, leading to frequent relocation of settlements and a nomadic way of life. The presence of two great bodies in the sky influenced the development of mythology and religion. The sea, often wild and unpredictable, became a symbol of danger. Meanwhile, rivers were seen as positive and stable forces. The calendar system adapted to the presence of two moons. People followed the cycles of the long and short moon. Until modern times, no ships had been developed that could withstand the sea's extreme conditions. As a result, people relied primarily on agriculture for their food. The settlement of other continents came much later, made possible by sophisticated vessels resembling submarines, and eventually by aerial transportation. The inability to use the sea for trade and military transport led to the development of land-based infrastructure. Horses, cattle, camels, and later, cars became the primary means of transportation. The aviation industry became a major priority as it was independent of the turbulent seas. People began developing not only airplanes, but also overcame the engineering challenges of airships. In the future, airships will become an integral part of global transportation and trade. Thanks to their ability to carry large volumes of goods over long distances with minimal fuel consumption, they will serve as key transport vehicles. Their independence from airports will allow them to land in diverse terrains and across various parts of the world, dramatically increasing the efficiency of global logistics. The presence of two moons accelerated the development of rocket and space technologies. The race to land on both moons sparked rapid advancement in the space industry. The connection between the two moons enabled the use of multiple gravity assists and gravitational braking, significantly improving the capabilities of probes during flybys of these bodies and in return missions from distant planets. The smaller moon, with its close proximity and low gravity, offered new opportunities for space missions. It became a launching point for journeys to other bodies in the solar system. Way stations and research bases were established on its surface, designed to study long-term space habitation and to prepare for expeditions to more distant planets. The smaller moon also became a vital source of mineral resources. Once humanity refined its capabilities, it began extracting these materials. This led to the further development of robust space transportation infrastructure and heavy-lift rocket systems. The low gravity of the smaller moon allowed for the creation of new technologies and materials. Monocrystals for electronics, massive mirrors, and novel compounds were developed through melting, casting, and shaping processes made possible only in low gravity. Looking back at the possible consequences of having two moons, we can see just how radically it would have reshaped our planet and its development. What do you think about this alternate reality? What things do you believe would be different? Your thoughts and ideas are welcome.